I need you to listen to me with an attention you may never have given anyone in your life. Because what I am about to reveal is not just a lesson, not just a set of ideas, not just a philosophy. It is a force. A force that silently governs every detail of your life, shapes every opportunity that comes your way, influences every person who crosses your path, and determines with mathematical precision the destiny you are building, consciously or not. I'm talking about yours. Aura, from your vibration, your mental, emotional, and spiritual field. And I want you to understand something from the start. Your aura is your destiny. Your energy is your path. Your vibration is your deepest identity. Napoleon Hill called this power a positive mental attitude, but what he actually described, without using spiritual terms, was activating a vibrational field capable of transforming desire into reality, faith into achievement, intention into prosperity. And now I'm going to show you what this means in practice, without empty metaphors, without superficial mysticism, without catchy phrases disconnected from real life. I'm going to show you how your aura, your mind, and your energy work as a single, indestructible mechanism. But before we go any further, let me ask you something profoundly simple and extremely serious. Who is controlling your vibration today? Who is shaping your energy? Who is influencing your aura? Who is determining your dominant frequency? And you? Or are they their fears? Or is it your story? Or is it the past that you insist on carrying with you? Or are these the people you let in without realizing the vibrational cost it incurred? Because this is the first truth you need to understand before following me. The aura is never neutral. She is never still. It is never an empty field. She is always being fed by something. Either you program it, or it is programmed by other forces. And this explains why so many people struggle their whole lives. They never take ownership of their own vibration. They live reacting to circumstances, living at the mercy of the world, allowing external energy to invade and contaminate their inner aura. But you're not going to keep living like this, because you are here now, and that means your consciousness is ready for a leap. I want to show you the first big key. Your aura is the field where your thoughts become reality. You've heard this 1,000 times. Your thoughts create your reality, but nobody explained it to you as. Napoleon Hill explained it, but in a veiled way. He explained it in mental, psychological, and philosophical terms, but not in energetic terms. I'll explain it to you the way he would explain it. If you were alive today, within the modern understanding of vibration, quantum field, energy coherence, and human spiritual power. His aura is a live electromagnetic field shaped by the sum of your thoughts, your emotions, your intentions, your beliefs, your discipline, its purpose, your memories, your imagination, your faith. Each of these forces sends a type of signal to the field around it. This sign attracts, repels, opens doors, closes paths, accelerates or blocks your life. And here's the truth that almost no one accepts. You don't attract what you want. You attract what you vibrate with. Hill was saying the same thing when he stated, you don't get what you want. You get what you accept as truth. That's an aura. That's vibration. This is an energy field. And now I want you to understand the second key. The survivor's aura versus the creator's aura. There are only two types of aura. A survivor's aura and a creator's aura. The survivor's aura is heavy, dense, confusing, unstable. She vibrates with fear, doubt, emotional exhaustion, and self-pity. It's an aura that reacts to the world. The creator's aura, on the other hand, vibrates with clarity, firmness, focus, and faith. She attracts opportunities, the right people, unexpected doors. It's an aura that commands the world. Do you know the difference between the two, the decision? Yes, as simple as that. Because aura is sustained intention. The focus remains. It is lived purpose. Napoleon Hill wrote, "Every change begins with a definitive decision. I guarantee you, your aura changes the moment you decide to change. Because decision-making generates energy. Energy reorganizes vibration. Vibration rearranges destiny. And I need you to understand this deeply, because everything I am about to reveal to you depends on that understanding. Now let's move on to the third key. Thoughts are energy. Energy is aura. Aura is destiny. Every thought that passes through your mind carries a frequency. This frequency affects your energy field. This energy field affects your behavior. Your behavior affects your results. And your results define your life. This means that your reality begins with the vibrations you tolerate within your own mind. Napoleon Hill called this mastering your inner dialogue. I call this protect your inner aura. Did you think negative thoughts were just thoughts? No, they are vibrational intruders. They are energetic entities. These are weaknesses of the team. They are cracks in your spiritual protection. And if you don't expel them, they grow. If you don't confront them, they infiltrate. If you don't replace them, they will dominate you. And that's why so many people fail to thrive even when they try, even when they want to, even when they fight. They don't have a motivation problem. They have a problem of polluted aura. And the only way to transform this is through the key that follows. Purpose, the sun that energizes your entire aura of all that Napoleon Hill taught. There is one idea that is at the core of his philosophy and that few truly understand in the right depth. The main purpose defined. Hill said that purpose is the fuel of the mind. I'm telling you, purpose is the fuel of the aura. It is the inner sun that radiates energy in all directions of your vibrational field. Without purpose, you vibrate like a weak light bulb. With purpose, you vibrate like the sun. And everything, absolutely everything, moves in his favor. Because purpose makes sense. Your mind focus, your emotions align, stabilize your energy, its aura shine, your path will open up, your discipline increase. Awaken your inner strength. Do you know why people without purpose feel weak? Because they have energy, but they lack direction. They have energy, but they lack focus. They have power, but they have no destiny. Purpose organizes the aura. He brings order to chaos. It creates coherence between mind, emotion, body, and spirit. And a coherent aura is impossible to break. Now I want to show you the next key. Discipline. The spiritual shield of your aura. You can feed your mind with the best ideas. You can repeat affirmations every day. You may feel motivated for a few hours. But without discipline, its aura weakens again. Napoleon Hill wrote, "Self-discipline governs the mind, and the mind governs destiny." Discipline is the vibrational shielding of your aura. She maintains a stable frequency. She keeps her energy clean. She prevents negative thoughts from invading her space. It prevents toxic emotions from draining her inner strength. Undisciplined people have an aura full of cracks. Disciplined people have a sealed, strong, protected aura. And Hill knew this, even without using the word aura. Discipline creates constancy, focus, self-control, inner power, magnetism, presence, manifestation. When you choose discipline over impulse, its aura shines. When you choose order instead of chaos, its aura gains strength. When you choose consistency over laziness, your aura becomes stable. And here we arrive at the next key. Adversity purifies and expands your aura. This is one of the most spiritually advanced ideas that Hill ever taught. In every adversity lies the seed of an equal or greater benefit. This is not just optimistic psychology. That's it, energy chemistry. It's vibrational alchemy. All pain is fire, and fire purifies metals. Similarly, pain purifies the aura. When you face suffering, rejection, failure, setbacks, something magical happens. If you allow it, your aura is reorganizing itself to a new level. Pain gives you depth. Falling gives you strength. Rejection gives you direction. Silence gives you clarity. The strongest people you know aren't strong because they've had easy lives. They are strong because their auras were tempered in the fire of adversity. And every time you choose to learn instead of complaining, his aura expands. Every time you choose faith instead of fear, his aura shines. Every time you choose purpose over self-pity, Your aura is strengthening. And now let's move on to the next key. The environment is stronger than willpower. Protect your aura. Napoleon Hill taught something that 95% of people ignore. The environment is stronger than willpower. This is a spiritual law. It is also a vibrational law. Because human beings are walking energy fields. When you merge with someone, you don't just merge with the person, you merge with their aura. And if her aura is weak, negative, heavy, drained, confused, you absorb it. So I'll tell you bluntly, if you desire an aura of success, you need to leave behind environments, conversations, and people that destroy your positive energy. That's not selfishness. This is spiritual hygiene. Negative people are like energetic dust. Toxic people are like vibrational mold. Chaotic environments are like emotional smoke. A bright aura cannot survive in a dirty atmosphere. And a clean aura does not tolerate negative influence. You need to surround yourself with people who talk about vision, people who share truth, people who lift you up, people who radiate courage, people who project light, because it strengthens your own aura. Hill called it mastermind. Today we call it vibrational group. The right environment helps you grow. The wrong environment ruins you. Total responsibility. The energy that returns power to your aura. This is one of the most profound spiritual pillars that Hill taught. You are never a victim of circumstances. You are only a victim of your response to them. From the point of view of the aura, full responsibility restores energy to your field. Guilt transfers energy outward. When you blame, complain, or outsource, his aura weakens. You're throwing your vibrational power away. When you take responsibility, his aura expands. You reclaim your power. Responsibility is magnetism. The victim vibrates with weakness. The author exudes strength. And its aura responds immediately. Faith is the electric motor of the aura of success. Hill spoke of faith as a chemical force of the mind. Today we know that faith is more than that. It's energetic coherence. It's a high frequency. It's a stable vibration. Faith stabilizes your aura like nothing else. Fear shatters. Faith aligns. Fear causes contraction. Faith expands. Fear weakens. Faith is magnetic. Everything changes when you vibrate with faith. People respond differently. Opportunities arise. The signs are appearing. Life flows. Not because you became positive, but because your aura entered a different state. State of resonance with what you desire. This is the true science of prosperity. Self-suggestion. The tool that reprograms the aura. Napoleon Hill explained autosuggestion as a method for influencing the subconscious. Let me explain it to you like this. Autosuggestion is the way you rewrite the dominant vibration of your aura. Everything you repeat becomes a frequency. Every repeated frequency becomes energy. All sustained energy becomes reality. Repetition creates a field. The field creates an aura. Aura creates destiny. I want you to understand something that most people go through their entire lives without realizing. You are not defined by what happens to you, but by the energy with which you respond to what happens. Napoleon Hill said that man has the power to take possession of his own mind. But I'll tell you more. Man has the power to take possession of his own aura, and that changes everything. Because taking possession of the mind is still a mental process. Taking possession of the aura is spiritual. It's vibrational. It's existential. And now I am going to guide you into this power in a way that you'll never forget. An aura isn't just something you have, it's something you emit. Throughout your life, you have been trained to see yourself as a body, a personality, a mind, a story, a collection of memories. But that's just the surface. You are a continuous vibrational emission. You are always sending out signals, always radiating frequencies, always sending invisible commands that shape the behavior of the people around you and the way reality responds to you. And life responds to your aura long before it responds to your words. That's why sometimes you say the right things, try the right things, use the right strategies, and nothing works. It's not because you are incapable. It's not because you lack talent. It's not because it's not for you. It's because his aura was sending a command contrary to his desire. You wanted to prosper, but it vibrated with scarcity. You wanted love, but insecurity lingered. You wanted recognition, but doubt lingered. You wanted to start something new, but there was a palpable fear that things might go wrong. And the universe doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to what you emit. Hill said, "A man attracts what he becomes, and you become what you repeatedly vibrate." Your aura is always working, even when you're not. While you sleep, think, walk, talk, breathe, your aura is shaping outcomes. She is creating pathways or blockages. It is either opening doors or closing opportunities. It is either stabilizing your prosperity or sabotaging its expansion. There is no break. There is no pause. There is no such thing as leaving it for tomorrow. And that is liberating. Because it means that when you learn to control your aura, you transform your entire life without constant effort. You start attracting automatically without having to wear yourself out like before. And this is one of the greatest hidden truths that many never access. Because while they fight for external results, the few who have understood the secret work only on the energy and let the rest happen. And now you are one of those few. The origin of all chaos is a confusing aura. I need you to understand this deeply. All the turmoil in your external life, unstable relationships, money coming in and going out, lack of clarity about the future, disappointing friendships, opportunities that evaporate, all of this stems from an aura that vibrates at conflicting frequencies. You might want one thing and to vibrate the opposite. You can wish for peace and to vibrate with fear. You can ask for innovation and to vibrate with the repetition of the past. You can dream big, but to vibrate like someone small. And when your aura is divided, life is divided too. And there's no prosperity in division. There's no abundance when frequency is fragmented. There is no manifestation when the vibration is incoherent. That is why Hill said, "Man needs a burning purpose. Without it, he disintegrates." Purpose is not just direction. It's vibrational coherence. When you have a clear, strong, burning reason, your aura aligns. Their frequencies organize themselves. Your energy stabilizes. Your life begins to flow. Without purpose, you are like a flickering light, weak and unstable. With purpose, you are like a lighthouse illuminating miles around. Therefore, before creating your life, you need to create your aura. You don't build prosperity with actions before aligning them with energy. You build prosperity with vibration, and then sustain it with action. And this is so powerful that it can rewrite decades of failures in weeks. That's why Napoleon Hill studied men like Carnegie, Ford, Edison, Rockefeller, and realized they all had something in common: an absolutely unbreakable energy field. They all emitted such a strong, magnetic, and convincing aura that the world seemed to organize itself around them. They did not react to the environment. They created the environment. And even without mentioning energy, that's what it was all about. They dominated the invisible field that shapes the visible field. They had ardent purpose, vibrational discipline, concrete faith, protective mindset, daily self-suggestion, unwavering focus, zero tolerance for the negative. In other words, an aura of success, the same one you're starting to build now. Thinking positively doesn't change your aura, living positively does. Hill was clear: positive thinking without action is an illusion. Therefore, I need to tell you a truth that many avoid. The aura doesn't always respond to your thoughts. It responds to what you experience continuously. You don't vibrate the way you want. You vibrate what you practice. If you meditate for 10 minutes but spend 14 hours worrying, his aura vibrates with worry. If you say positive things but behave like someone who is insecure, their aura vibrates with insecurity. If you say you believe but act out of fear, his aura vibrates with fear. And the universe always responds to the real vibration, never to the desired one. That's why I insist. Your aura needs to be practiced, not just imagined. Your emotions need to be trained. Your energy needs to be disciplined. You are not born with an aura of success. You build it, you reinforce it, you rise, you expand, you protect. And every choice you make either leads you to the light, or it takes you into the shade. Real attraction isn't about wishing. It's about resonating. There's no prosperity without resonance. There's no demonstration without coherence. There is no abundance with fragmented vibration. Napoleon Hill knew this when he said, "Our mind is a magnet. If you want to attract money, you must become magnetic to money." This is not a metaphor, it's literal. Because everything is frequency. Everything is vibration. Everything is energy. And when your aura isn't aligned with what you want, you feel it in your skin. Closed doors opportunities that don't come, strained relationships, repetitive thoughts, feeling of stagnation, constant fear, chronic demotivation, sensation of displacement, lack of direction, not because you are incapable, but because its vibration is out of sync with its destiny. And what we're going to do now is fix that thoroughly. And now we arrive at the most transformative part, the vibrational readjustment. I want you to imagine for a moment that there's a large transmission station inside you. This season is its aura. She constantly transmits signals. Signs of strength or weakness, signs of abundance or scarcity, signs of courage or fear, signs of determination or hesitation, signs of prosperity or self-sabotage, signs of growth or stagnation. And when she transmits a signal, the universe sends back something compatible. And here's the point. You only receive what your aura can sustain. And this is one of Hill's greatest hidden secrets. He studied men who amassed untold fortunes. And he understood that the money didn't come to them by chance. They had an aura strong enough to sustain prosperity. Because prosperity isn't just something you receive. It's something that requires a vibrational field capable of sustaining it. Without this field, money comes in and goes out. Opportunities come, and they slip away. People come closer, and then move away. Life doesn't give you more than your energy can hold. And when you strengthen your aura, everything transforms. You automatically start attracting everything you previously had to chase after. And this is one of the most beautiful and liberating phenomena in human life. When the aura changes, life changes. You begin to feel inner peace for no apparent reason. Clarity of what to do, intuitions that become paths, opportunities that connect, right people showing up, growing emotional strength, feeling of alignment, concrete faith, magnetism, lightness, prosperity, flowing. Why? Because your aura aligns with your desire. And when that happens, desire ceases to be effort and becomes flow. Napoleon Hill said, "The man who thinks and acts in harmony with his purpose inevitably attracts what he desires." This harmony is vibration. It's about consistency. It's an aura. But now comes the most important point. The aura can be broken. Yes, she can. And you need to know this in order to learn how to protect it. The aura breaks when you let fear take the lead. He accepts criticism as truth. It compares with others' lives in toxic environments, consumes negative content, abandons discipline, repeats destructive thoughts, betrays its own purpose, accepts emotional crumbs, gives way to doubt, procrastinate your inner calling. Each of these factors energetically tears apart your aura. They create vibrational fissures, cracks, and holes. And a fragmented aura does not attract prosperity. It attracts stagnation. She attracts trouble. It attracts repetition of the past. She attracts that which weakens, but you're no longer among those who allow that. You are becoming aware of your own energy field. Someone who decides what goes in, what remains, what grows, that which expands. And now we're going to delve into something even deeper. You can reprogram your aura, and it starts now. Just as a muscle can be strengthened, just as a habit can be created, just as a mind can be trained, your aura can be transformed. And this transformation begins with 3 forces. 1. Vibrational repetition, self-suggestion. 2. Vibrational direction. Purpose. 3. Vibrational protection. Discipline. These are the 3 pillars of the aura of success. And they are the energetic equivalents of the 3 pillars that Napoleon Hill studied for over 20 years. Now that you understand the basics of your aura, its energy, its vibration, its field, its magnetism, we can go deeper. And when I say deeper, I mean so deeply within you that your old identity will no longer be able to survive after these words. Because there's something inside you that always knew you were capable of so much more. Something that whispers in your moments of silence. Something calls to you during those sleepless nights. Something that stares back at you in the mirror when you're tired of repeating the same cycles. That something is your true aura, not the aura conditioned by pain, but the aura designed to thrive. And that's what we're going to activate now. First, aura only grows in the presence of truth. Napoleon Hill wrote that man's greatest enemy is ignorance about himself. I say that the biggest shadow on the aura is the lie you tell yourself. And I want you to understand this deeply. Every internal lie weakens your aura. All inner truth strengthens your aura, even if the truth hurts, even if she confronts you, even if she exposes her weaknesses, even if it reveals her shadows, because the aura does not feed on perfection. It feeds on vibrational honesty. And I need to ask you, directly and bluntly, what have you been pretending not to feel? What have you been pretending not to be? What dreams have you been hiding? What forces have you been ignoring? What pains have you been sweeping under the rug of your soul? Every time you run away from yourself, your aura fragments. Every time you look at yourself, it gets stronger. Your aura grows when you admit, I am scared. I was lost. I accept less than I deserve. I sabotage myself. I betrayed myself because of insecurity. I wasn't honoring myself. I was living below my potential. This is where the power begins. Because this is where the old vibration dissipates and the new one begins to emerge. Second, the aura only expands with a burning purpose. You can't create a strong aura if you don't know what you want. Hill wrote, the starting point of all achievements is ardent desire. But he wasn't talking about desire in an emotional sense. I was talking about desire as vibrational force-like energy field, like a dominant frequency of consciousness. And I want to explain this to you with a precision you've never received before. Its purpose is to anchor your aura. Your burning desire is the heart of your energy. Your vision is the programming of your vibrational field. Without it, everything collapses. Those who live without purpose live with an aura. Weak, scattered, unstable, fragmented, vulnerable, reactive, easily influenced, easily drained. And no amount of prosperity can inhabit such a vibrational field. Therefore, I want you to ask yourself this question, but not as someone looking for ready-made answers. Ask as one who calls upon the soul. What do I want so much that my soul is willing to fight for it? What do I desire that makes me wake up every day with renewed energy? What was I born to create, live, manifest, transform? When you find this, your aura lights up. And nothing, absolutely nothing, has more power in the world than a burning aura. Third, the aura is only strengthened by the fire of discipline. This is where many fall. This is where most people give up, because everyone wants high vibrations. Until you discover that high vibration requires energy discipline. And Hill knew this when he said, self-discipline is the link between intention and achievement. Discipline is the spiritual iron that shapes your aura. Without discipline, your energy is wasted. Without discipline, your vibration drops. Without discipline, your aura loses its magnetism. Without discipline, you revert to old patterns. Discipline is the bridge between purpose and prosperity. And there's a profound reason for that. Discipline trains your energy body to sustain high frequencies. When you say no to what weakens you, when you say yes to what strengthens you, when you choose order instead of chaos, when you choose focus over distraction, when you choose action instead of procrastination, you are strengthening your aura, layer by layer. And every time you choose discipline, you send the vibrational command: I am ready, I am committed, I am aware, I am the master of my energy, I am the leader of my life, and prosperity only responds to people who lead their own energy. Fourth, the aura only expands when you transform pain into power. I'm going to tell you something that no one has explained to you clearly. Pain is the quickest gateway to an indestructible aura. Because every adversity is an energetic wave too strong to be ignored. It can break you, or it might wake you up. And you need to understand this. Life doesn't attack you. Life teaches you. And Napoleon Hill knew this profoundly. He lost a son, faced bankruptcy, persecution, misery, war, and famine. And all this before writing his book. And he realized that adversity was not a punishment. She was a vibrational purifier. She was exposing the holes in the aura. She revealed her weaknesses in energy. She made it clear where you still felt fear, doubt, insecurity, hesitation. And after seeing those weaknesses, you could correct them. That is why Hill said, every defeat carries within it the seed of an equivalent benefit. In the world of auras, this means every pain shows you where your vibration needs to evolve. Every failure shows you where your aura was vulnerable. Every fall teaches you where your light had not yet reached. And when you learn, when you extract the lesson, when you reprogram the energy, your aura grows. And it grows, not just a little. Grow up exponentially. Fifth, your aura only grows when you free yourself from other people's vibrations. This part is critical. This part determines whether you will thrive or continue living in repeated cycles of frustration. I'll tell you straight up and without mincing words. People are like walking frequencies. And most people have low vibrations. By low vibration I mean chronic complaint, automatic pessimism, constant doubt, emotional victimhood, heavy energy, competition for crumbs, lack of purpose, lack of clarity, lack of faith, fear disguised as realism, normalized mediocrity. Even if you have a strong aura, if you constantly expose yourself to these frequencies, your field weakens. Because energy is like temperature. It blends in with the environment. That is why Hill created the concept of mastermind. He knew that the human mind, and I would add, the human aura is profoundly influenced by the vibrational environment. If you live surrounded by fearful people, you absorb fear. If you live surrounded by people with limited vision, your vision diminishes. If you live surrounded by people who don't dream, your dreams fade away. If you live surrounded by people who have given up, your aura loses its spark. And it's not your fault. It's vibrational physics. But now you know. Now you can choose. Now you can filter. Now you can protect it. Now you can connect with people who expand your energy, instead of draining it. Sixth, the aura only stabilizes when you take full responsibility. Napoleon Hill said, a man with a positive mental attitude doesn't blame anyone, because guilt is the destruction of the aura. Guilt is a vibrational weakness that turns you into a victim. And all victim energy is weak energy. All weak energy attracts experiences of weakness. Do you know why people who complain attract more problems? It's not karma. It's not bad luck. It's no coincidence. It's vibration. Those who complain are simply experiencing a lack of quality. Those who blame others vibrate with powerlessness. Those who play the victim reek of weakness. And these vibrations attract equivalent situations. Therefore, I tell you, taking full responsibility is the greatest act of vibrational power a human being can perform. No liability for fault, liability for control. Responsibility that says, I decide how it affects me. I choose the meaning of it. I lead my energy. I'll transform it. I control my aura. This changes everything. Seventh, your aura only remains high when you feed on greatness. You cannot have a powerful aura by consuming gossip, negative news, toxic content, reviews, comparisons, discussions, pessimism, mental misery of others. Your aura feeds on what you consume. And Napoleon Hill knew this when he wrote, you become what you feed your mind. But I would add, You become what nourishes your aura. And its aura feeds on. Elevated words, big ideas, profound silence, focus, faith, vision, purpose. True discipline, grandeur, inspiration, expansion, courage. When you nourish your aura with greatness, it becomes great. When you feed your aura with emotional garbage, it shrinks. And now we're ready to get to the essential part. How to activate the aura of success in practice. This is the part that changes everything. This is where you begin to permanently reprogram your vibration. Now that you understand the invisible laws that shape your aura, now that you understand the power of vibration, discipline, faith, environment, responsibility, pain, and purpose, we are ready to begin the process that Napoleon Hill would call mental transmutation, which I call here, at Aura of Success, vibrational transmutation. And I want you to understand this very clearly. You're not here to learn yet another theory. You are here to rewrite your energy. And that requires depth. It requires commitment. It requires truth. It requires strength. And above all, it requires a decision. So take a deep breath. Listen to your body. Feel your chest. Feel the weight of your history. Feel the warmth of your evolution. Feel the truth that is about to emerge. Now let's move on together to the first vibrational ritual. Ritual 1. Taking possession of your own aura. I want you to understand something that no one has told you. Their aura doesn't belong to their circumstances. It belongs to you, but often you gave your energy to other people. You surrendered your vibration to your fears. You poured your emotions into your story. You surrendered your inner strength to the past, and now you need to reclaim it. And this is the first spiritual act of the aura of success, to take ownership of your own energy. Napoleon Hill said, "Man must take possession of his mind, or someone else will do it in your place." I'm telling you, you must take ownership of your aura, or the world will shape your life for you. So let's do it now. Close your eyes for a moment, even if only mentally. Imagine all the places where your energy got trapped, based on other people's expectations in past relationships, in fears you've carried for years, in regrets that haunt you, in failures that marked you, in unprocessed sadness, in situations where you haven't yet been able to let go. Now imagine that all of this is like vibrational threads connected to your field. And say, in a quiet voice, "I'm taking back what's mine. I reclaim my energy. I release what does not belong to me. I restore my aura." Feel it. Feel your energy returning. Feel your strength returning. This is the first step. But this is only the beginning. Ritual 2. Alignment with the burning purpose. Now we're going to light the inner fire. The vibrational fire that Napoleon Hill called burning desire. Without that fire, its aura is extinguished. With this fire, your aura illuminates your entire path. And here's the secret. Your purpose is not just something you possess. It's something that makes you excited. And I want to guide you to that vibration now. Take a deep breath. Ask yourself, not as one who thinks, but as one who listens. What do I really want to experience? What do I really want to create? What do I really want to express? What do I truly desire with my soul? And don't give me small answers. Don't give me answers hampered by fear. Don't give me answers that diminish you to fit expectations. I want vibrational truth. The truth of your soul. The truth you try to hide because of insecurity. The truth you kept silent for survival. Feel it. Feel what calls to you. Feel what moves you. Feel that which gives you life. Now say this mentally. I accept my purpose. I align myself with my burning desire. I vibrate my true path. And feel the warmth in your chest. This is not your imagination. That's vibration. That's your aura responding. Ritual 3. Purification of the aura through the fire of discipline. Now that you've regained your energy and rekindled your purpose, we need to strengthen your aura, and for that, there's an irremovable key: vibrational discipline. I want you to understand this deeply. Discipline is not punishment. Discipline is not sacrifice. Discipline is not rigidity. Discipline is shield of your aura. Without discipline, your energy leaks out. Without discipline, your vibration drops. Without discipline, your aura loses strength. Napoleon Hill knew this when he wrote, "Consistent and disciplined action overcomes hesitation. Discipline vibrates high. She sends a message to the universe. I'm serious. I am committed. I am consistent." And the universe responds. And your energy field begins to solidify. You begin to feel more focus, more strength, more clarity, more peace, more inner power, less doubt, less fear, less external influence. So now make the vibrational vow. I protect my energy. I honor my path. I am disciplined with my aura. And feel this vow as a spiritual seal. Ritual 4. The energetic transmutation of pain. This is the most powerful ritual and also the most avoided. Because you've been conditioned to believe that pain is something to be hidden, ignored, or repressed. But Napoleon Hill discovered the opposite. Pain is the raw material of strength. Adversity is the metal that forges champions. And I'm going to reveal something even deeper to you. Pain is concentrated energy. When you transform it, it becomes vibrational power. And their aura grows stronger during these moments than at any other. But how do you transform pain into vibrational power? I'll guide you now. Take a deep breath. Feel what hurts. Feel what hurts. Feel what marked you. Now, instead of running away, take a step towards it. Feel the pain as raw energy. Not as punishment, not as a failure, like fuel, as a force, as the raw material of your aura. Now say this mentally. I transform pain into purpose. I transform failure into strength. I transform failure into wisdom. Feel the transformation. Feel the pain dissolving into your energy. Feel your aura becoming warmer, more stable, stronger. And notice, nothing can break someone who knows how to transform pain into power. Nothing. Ritual 5. Shielding the aura against negative energies. From now on, you need to shield your aura. Because you're going to start vibrating at a higher frequency. And when you vibrate at a higher frequency, you will notice the difference between your energy and the energy of the people around you. And I'm going to tell you a hard truth. Many people around you have low vibrations. Low vibrations tend to pull high vibrations down. Not because they are bad people, but that's what unbalanced energy does. It's not personal, it's vibrational. Therefore, you need to create your spiritual shield. Napoleon Hill called this protection of the mind. I call it the aura shield, and it's simple. Simply declare it, feel it, and vibrate with it. I don't accept energies that don't belong to me. I don't absorb negative vibes. I keep my aura intact. And when you do it with conviction, you feel it instantly. Lighter, more focus, more peace, more clarity, less external influence, less emotional turmoil, less energy drain. Your aura becomes a closed field, not rigid, but firm. And now we come to the most important ritual. Ritual 6. Emitting the aura of prosperity. Now we've reached the point where you stop just observing your vibration and start using it. Napoleon Hill said, "Faith transformed into action generates concrete results." Here, this action is not physical, it's vibrational. I want you to do this now. Take a deep breath. Place your hands on your chest or just imagine it. And declare not as one who waits, but as one who creates. I radiate prosperity. I vibrate with abundance. I am a successful field. I attract everything that aligns with my elevated aura. Feel the wave emanating from you. Feel the heat rising. Feel the certainty growing. Because this is not imagination. That's vibration. And here is the final secret of this ritual. Prosperity doesn't come to you. She responds to your aura. The stronger your aura, the faster prosperity responds. The purer your vibration, the higher you manifest. The more aligned your purpose is, the more fluid everything becomes. Now that you have performed the vibrational rituals, now that you've regained your energy, anchored your purpose, strengthened your discipline, transmuted your pain, shielded your aura, and begun to radiate prosperity. Now the real creation begins. The consolidation of your new vibration. The crystallization of your aura of success. The energy synthesis that transforms you into a living magnet for prosperity. And I want you to understand something with all the depth of your soul. You are not creating an aura. You are allowing your true aura to emerge. Because their aura of success has always existed. She was hiding underneath fear conditioning, traumas, ancient beliefs, family narratives, emotional repetitions, darkness of the past, but she was always there, silent, brilliant, waiting for you to remember who you are. And this is the moment when that memory awakens. The unbreakable vibrational state begins with an irrevocable decision. I need you to understand something that Napoleon Hill insisted on throughout his work. Nothing can withstand a firm and definitive decision. And that's not a motivational phrase. It is a vibrational principle. When you take a final decision, something changes within the energy field. It's as if their aura reorganized its entire frequency to support that decision. It's as if your energy is announcing to the universe, from now on, this is who I am, and the universe responds. And circumstances change. And people feel its magnetism, and opportunities arise. And life begins to obey you. Because when the aura is decided, the world has no choice. And now I want you to listen to me deeply. It's time for you to make the decision that will define the rest of your life. The decision that you will have an unbreakable aura, a prosperous aura, a disciplined aura, a pure aura, an abundant aura, a magnetic aura, a spiritual aura, an aura of grandeur. And I ask that you declare internally, firmly, I choose to have an aura of success, and feel this decree spread throughout your energetic body. Because this is the seed of the ultimate transformation. The aura of success isn't based on feelings, it's based on frequency. I need to free you from one of the biggest illusions of personal development. You don't need to feel strong to vibrate strongly. You don't need to feel confident to radiate confidence. You don't need to feel positive to radiate prosperity. Feelings come and go. The vibration is trained. The vibration is shaped. The vibration is chosen. Hill said, you don't have to believe it right away. Belief will come with repetition. And that is pure vibration. Because when you repeat something, a thought, an intention, a decision, you are training your aura to sustain that frequency. And gradually, it becomes natural. She becomes dominant. She becomes yours. That's why so many people are shipwrecked. They want to feel ready before they act. They want to feel confident before making a decision. They want to feel positive before they can radiate prosperity. But that's not how the universe works. You vibrate first, then feel it. Then it becomes ... then it manifests. This is the true order of creation. The aura of success is not a state, it's a vibrational identity. Napoleon Hill wrote, you must become vibrationally the person capable of living the life you desire. When he said to become, he meant exactly that. You must embody the vibration of what you want to experience. It's not about pretending. It's not about deluding yourself. It's not about forcing positivity. It's about to embody the frequency. And you embody a frequency when decide, repeat, discipline, protege, strengthens, expands, supports. That is why I say, the aura of success is not created, it is assumed. It is not discovered, it is unlocked. She is not conquered, she is allowed. Prosperity has always been seeking you, but its ancient aura was unable to receive it. Now your new aura is ready. The aura of success makes you a resonance field for opportunities. Napoleon Hill interviewed over 500 millionaires of the time, and without realizing it, he was studying their auras. He was analyzing its internal frequencies, your vibrational habits, your energetic discipline, your level of faith, its ability to withstand high vibrations, your refusal to accept negative thoughts, your emotional strength in times of crisis. They all possessed a strong, structured, brilliant, magnetic aura. And that's the point. They didn't attract opportunities by luck. They attracted people because their auras were compatible with prosperity. And now I want you to understand the implication of this. Your aura of success will begin to automatically attract things you previously pursued. You'll notice this in the next few days. Unexpected people will appear. Conversations will open up. Opportunities will arise. Ideas will emerge. Courage will increase. Clarity will emerge. The doors will unlock. Paths will align. Not because you changed your life, but why you had changed its vibrational field. The aura of success makes you unreachable by negativity. And here is one of the greatest gifts of this journey. You will stop being affected by what used to bring you down. Negative people? You can't absorb it anymore. Heavy environments? You won't get infected anymore. Critical phrases? You no longer accept it. Repetitive thoughts? You no longer identify with it. Internal questions? You don't bow down anymore. Because your aura now has a vibrational shield. You will finally realize negativity never had power over you. You were the one vibrating too weakly. From the moment your frequency increases, nothing that vibrates at a low frequency can reach you. Because vibrations only connect through compatibility. Low voltage doesn't connect to high voltage. Fear is not connected to faith. Chaos doesn't connect with clarity. Mediocrity is not connected to greatness. You are entering another vibrational level. And at this level, negativity becomes irrelevant. The aura of success rewrites your subconscious identity. You need to understand this. The aura is the language of the subconscious. The subconscious mind does not respond to words. It does not respond to wishes. He doesn't keep his promises. It responds to vibration. He responds to emotion. He responds to the intention. He responds to repetition. It responds to the dominant energy. And now that your aura is being reprogrammed, your subconscious is too. And when your subconscious changes, everything changes. Your habits, your automatic thoughts, your emotional reactions, their behaviors, your courage, your self-confidence, your vision, your posture, its magnetism. You become a different person, and that's not a metaphor. It's literal, it's energetic, it's neurovibrational. And your life needs to adapt to this new identity. The aura of success is the beginning of your awakening. Awakening is not the same as becoming enlightened. Waking up doesn't mean becoming a saint. Awakening doesn't mean abandoning material life. Awakening is finally understanding that you are energy. You are vibration. You are the field. You are strength. You are consciousness. You are magnetism. Awakening is realizing that the external world was never the enemy. The enemy has always been your old vibration. And now she is dying. It's falling apart. She is being left behind. Because you are ascending. And in this ascent, you begin to see life differently. You realize that he is not alone, which is guided, which is inspired, that has a purpose, that has a destination, who has strength, who has power, that has frequency, that has light, that has a flame, that has an aura, and everything changes. Now that all the pillars have been put in place. Now that you have regained your energy, aligned your purpose, strengthened your discipline, transmuted your pain, shielded your aura, and embodied your new vibrational identity. Now that you've broken through the old layers, dissolved the low frequencies, and ignited the inner flame of prosperity, we have reached the most important moment of this entire journey, the fusion between who you are and who you were born to be. Because up until now, in many moments of your life, you've behaved as if you were too small for your dreams, as if you were too weak for his destiny, as if it were too limited for its own greatness. You lost faith in yourself because no one taught you that your aura, your vibration, your energy, it is the most powerful force you possess, more powerful than its past, more powerful than your fears, more powerful than your traumas, more powerful than anyone who has ever tried to limit you. Now you know. Now you remember. Now you wake up. And from that point on, there is no turning back. Your aura of success is now your identity. I want you to understand this deeply. You are not activating a technique, you are assuming an identity. And this identity is vibrational. She is energetic, she is spiritual, she's magnetic. She's the sum of everything you have declared, decided, repeated, and felt. From this moment on, you no longer try to have an aura of success. You and an aura of success. Your energy speaks before you do. Your vibration opens paths before you. Your presence influences the environments that exist before you. You become someone who possesses a strength that doesn't need explaining. Because everyone around them feels it. They feel its firmness. They feel its peace. They feel its clarity. They sense your confidence. They feel its magnetism. They feel their purpose. Napoleon Hill said, "The man who masters his mind masters his destiny." I would add, the man who masters his aura masters his reality. And now you've mastered both. Your aura of success is now a permanent field of manifestation. Before, you had to fight for things. Now things come to you. Before, you needed to convince people. Now people can feel its energy. Before, you had to chase after opportunities. Now opportunities resonate with your vibration. Before, you needed to protect yourself from the world. Now the world adjusts to its vibration. Previously, you had to ask for prosperity. Now you are radiating prosperity. And prosperity responds, because the universe does not respond to the human voice. It responds to human vibration. Nothing, absolutely nothing, is more powerful than someone who radiates intention with clarity. And your aura now vibrates with clarity, focus, purpose, and strength. Your aura of success is now unshakable. I want you to realize something profound. The same problems that used to break you, now they will strengthen you, not because they disappeared, but because you became bigger than them. You no longer vibrate like someone vulnerable. You radiate like someone powerful. You no longer vibrate like someone who fears the future. You vibrate like someone who creates it. You no longer vibrate like someone who hides from life. You radiate like someone who faces life with presence. You no longer vibrate like someone who is stuck in the past. You vibrate like someone who rises above it. Your aura is now a structure of clarity, vibrational discipline, unwavering faith, full responsibility, ardent purpose, energy, resilience, deep trust, natural magnetism, conscious abundance, and nobody can take that away from you. Your aura of success is now a spiritual calling. Yes, spiritual. Because there is something greater than you watching your evolution. And now you can feel it. Now you understand. Now you understand. The prosperity that is coming is no accident. The alignment you feel is not a coincidence. The opportunities that arise are not luck. It's the universe responding to your new vibration. It's life adjusting your reality to your aura. It is infinite intelligence, as Napoleon Hill said, opening paths that were invisible before because your energy was not prepared for them. It is now. Now you are vibrating at the frequency of your destiny. And destiny responds to those who vibrate strongly enough. Your aura of success is now your higher standards from here on. Heed my warning seriously. You can no longer revert to old behaviors. They don't match her new aura. There are patterns that die here. Procrastinate, complain, blame if it decreases accepting crumbs, living without purpose. Surround yourself with negative people, repeating self-destructive thoughts. Act small, vibrate scarcity. Tolerate low vibrations to abandon. These patterns are not part of your new identity. Because your aura is now an energy of decision, presence, conscience, focus, greatness, prosperity, courage, resonance, magnetism, vision, abundance, strength, and a high aura destroys low patterns. You will notice, old habits will bother you. Negative thoughts won't take root like they used to. Toxic people will naturally distance themselves. You will recover your energy faster. Your body will align with your vibration. Your voice will become firmer. Your boundaries will become clearer. Your discipline will become more natural. Your choices will become more aligned. This is vibrational evolution. Your aura of success now creates your future, And here's the most profound truth you needed to hear. You now radiate like someone destined for success. That's why you will attract more, you will receive more, you will see more. You will feel more, you will manifest more, you will prosper more. Because your future is not created by what you wish for. It is created by what you vibrate. And now you're thrilled, greatness, trust, prosperity, clarity, discipline, courage, faith, strength, power, resonance. Like Napoleon Hill diss, when you truly desire something, the entire universe conspires to help you achieve it. What he didn't explain is that this conspiracy happens through aura, and now your aura is finally ready to conspire in your favor. The final declaration, the vibrational seal. I want you to declare it now with your soul, and feel the vibration of these words as if they were being written within your energy field. From this moment on, I vibrate at the frequency of prosperity. I decide where I use my energy. I protect my vibration. I nourish my aura. I honor my purpose. I uphold my faith. I practice my discipline. I manifest my destiny. I am an aura of success. Breathe. Feel it. Absorb. Because at this very moment, something about you has changed forever. You are no longer the person who started this video. You are no longer someone trying to find yourself. You are no longer someone trying to understand life. You are no longer someone trying to survive. You have become what you always were. A powerful vibrational field, an expanding spirit, an awakened consciousness, a magnetic energy, an aura of success. And from now on, everything in your life changes. Everything in your vibration changes. Everything in your destiny changes. Everything within you rises. Welcome to your new vibrational state. Welcome to your new identity. Welcome to the level where prosperity and greatness are not an effort, they are your nature. Welcome to your aura of success.